Like,
You
no.
don't have to wait another any seconds. They can hear you and see you at high. Wow. I mean, I'm glad that there's no waning enthusiasm from you.
Nope.
You're just as happy to be here as the first time we did one of these, which is great. Hi, everybody in the chat. As you can see by the paused time code up above our heads, we are watching the second half of Poirot Lord Edgware Dies tonight. So if you have not already done so, go ahead and get your copy of Lord Edgware Dies. And if you weren't with us last week and you need to download it, there's a link in the description.
Oh.
And we are going to begin at 52 minutes and 5 seconds. That is where we will pick up where we left off. So if you have not already done so, go ahead and seek ahead to 52:05 and then just leave it paused there. And that is where we will begin in 15 or 20 minutes after we get some jibber jabbering out of our systems.
Yay for jibber jabber.
And I think the first thing we should probably jibber jabber about.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what's that?
Is the film Citizen Kane, which we were talking about before we went live. Maybe we should make this a poll question. Oh, you're welcome, 2v5AD, and thank you for alerting me to the problem. But anyway, so I quoted a line to you that I think is a great line, and you immediately just picked it to death and killed it.
If it wasn't so weak, it wouldn't have died so easily.
You sapped all the joy out of it.
Oh no, there was definitely joy.
There is no joy in Mudville.
Because everyone's stuck watching a baseball game.
Mighty Casey has struck out. Okay, so the line is, it's easy to make a lot of money if all you want to do is make a lot of money. Now, I find that to be a rather profound statement. And your response was, that's not true. So you see what I have to work with here, everybody. But I would love to know from people in the chat, whether you've seen the movie or not, just judging the line just on its own in a vacuum. Good line or bad line. And use whatever criteria you want. I'm not going to tell you like how you're supposed to evaluate it. Just when you hear someone say,
although you know what Steve thinks.
It's easy to make a lot of money if all you want to do is make a lot of money. What do you think? Yeah, 255 AD, exactly. Yeah, Donald Trump's favorite movie that I guarantee you he has never seen. Ever.
I'm wondering
all right, well,
favorite movie
Sky is on your side, apparently. Sky is on your side, apparently. While we're thinking about it, there's another line from Citizen Kane that I thought of, and it's not by the same character that says that line, but it's to the character that says that line. It's Kane speaking to this character, because the character is like his money manager and is in charge of trying to keep him from spending away his fortune, right? And Kane, of course, buys a newspaper with a lot of his money because he's interested in it and he wants to be in the newspaper business. And his money manager comes up to him one day, and I think this is actually Orson Welles' first scene in the movie. This is when Welles as Kane is introduced. And his money manager guy says, Mr. Kane, this is outrageous. This paper is losing money. You're going to lose $1 million this year. And Kane says, that's right. I fully intend to lose $1 million this year and probably $1 million next year. Well, at that rate, I'll have to close this paper in 50 years. And he has that like Orson Welles smile. And I'm just sitting here watching the movie going, you bastard. You've got me. But anyway.
You know what I realized?
What?
Because we got to this by talking about Gatsby.
Oh, yes. Another great masterpiece that you have just decided.
I don't think that Citizen Kane is crap.
How long has it been since you... Hi, Azalea. How long has it been since you've watched it?
I have no idea.
Okay.
So, 255 AD, I think it's just supposed to sound good.
Well, no, okay, so here's why I think it's a great line. Here's what it means to me. If all you care about is making money, in other words, you don't have any moral compass, you don't have any need for like art or love or meaning in your life, like if all you care about is making a lot of money, it's not that difficult. Now, I don't know whether or not that's true. I don't evaluate it on whether or not it's a factually accurate statement. I evaluate it poetically, and I think the idea that it puts across of, if you that you, the way the world is set up, and especially in like a capitalist world, the way it's set up is if you are able to shed your humanity and just lock in on making as much money as possible, you will have an advantage in that system over other people. That's what it
See, there you
means to
go.
me.
That would have been accurate. Not
Well, yeah,
it. Now, I will say, I don't think it's.
But that's not a good line, what I just said. That's not a good line.
Because it's not rhetorically parallel. That's what makes it sound good. Politicians love to use that kind of strategy, that kind of dualism. Oh no, my brain stopped. It has failed me. Yeah, so I figured out what Gatsby really needed.
What's that? A bodyguard.
Nah. I mean, that's what he wanted, but he didn't know that he wanted it.
Yes.
About, oh gosh, 50 billion omega 13s.
Oh, so he can keep jumping back by 13 seconds.
Just keep pushing the button.
Just keep pushing the button, Gats. Just keep pushing the button. Yeah, but yeah, so you and I have been reading for your class, for your English class, because you're teaching The Great Gatsby. We have been reading The Great Gatsby, which has been a real
so close to done.
Has been a real pleasure for me, because it's like my favorite book and I adore it. And I'm gonna do a a reading of it. Not sure exactly when, but soon, because I have all of the pieces I need are in place. I can do it. I just need to find the time to do it. And obviously it's going to take a lot of time to do, because I'm going to do it one chapter at a time. And, I'll probably wait until I have the whole thing shot, and then I'll just release it a chapter at a time, but I'll have it all done. But yeah, I'm going to do that at some point very soon. But I love the book, and you hate the book? You hate the book? Is that accurate? Would you say you hate it, or are you just left cold by it?
At this point, I don't think I hate it anymore. But I don't think it's good. I think it is progress. A not good book.
I guess that's progress. Was there a point where you hated it?
When I had to read it. Now that it's only one chapter left, I'm like, okay, I can get through this. It's just one chapter. One chapter.
One exquisitely written chapter left.
Oh God. Sky, Great Gatsby.
The Great Gatsby.
Oh God, it's so overwritten and
the
just
greatest American novel ever written. Mr. I Love This. Now that is funny. That is funny.
Yeah. Oh gosh, what was it?
I'm not really a regular Family Guy watcher, but I have seen that clip and I cackle every time I watch that clip.
Oh, I did not recognize that as a Family Guy clip, as I don't think I've seen a single episode and do not care to. But what it reminded me of was one of the worst essays ever written, which included the line, "The question begged me."
The question begged me. Jesus, that is
brilliant, isn't it? God. Frank would have loved that one.
The way most people, and I don't care, because I don't nitpick these kinds of, I don't nitpick the way people speak. As long as I get the point they're making, I don't care. But you just reminded me that I do try to be careful about this in my own writing. The way we usually casually use the term beg the question is not how that
phrase.
is not the actual, not, I mean, whatever actual means. It's not like the formal meaning of that phrase. Like we usually, we in normal everyday conversation, we often will say, you know, that begs the question to mean that raises the question. But that's not actually what it means. Begging the question is a logical fallacy that is a little more complex than making you think of a question.
Um, 255 AD, I doubt it. I don't think you could convince Trump of anything. I think he just kind of lives in his own mind at this point.
That is really funny though.
Yeah, I like that though.
It's the famous Kane from Citizen Kane. You know, that great film that you love.
It's Kane, and you are
it's the Kane. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Kane.
But anyway, it has been brought up. The other thing that we
said the real thing
to talk about.
Yes, the real thing that we should talk about is
that we really should talk about.
Last night in many places in the United States was an off-year election day, and the results for our side, for the good guys, were pretty encouraging.
Heartening.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. California passed its redistricting plan. Democrats won governor's races.
The question was the GIF I posted many times. Well, not many times, but at least twice last night. I made you watch The Princess and the Frog, right?
Yes.
The scene at Charlotte's party when she's like, "I never did anything I want," and
yeah.
You know, Lottie says that, and then Tiana's like, "Well, maybe it's just not gonna happen." She's like, "Maybe I just need to wish harder." And she got mascara dribbling down her cheeks, and she turns to the sky. She goes, "Please, please, 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 please." I'm like, that was me last night. I mean, I was yelling at you on Messenger. I'm like, what do you mean the New York polls are open until 9?
Why aren't the polls closed yet? So, as I was saying, we won the governor's mansions in Virginia and New Jersey. Some statewide offices went blue in Georgia, which is really cool. And the big one, the one that most people are the happiest about. Oh, and also the Democrats kept their majority in the Pennsylvania State Supreme Court, which was also important.
Yes, very important.
But the big one, of course, is that Mamdani was elected mayor of New York City, which was not a surprising result given the demographics of the city, but still, it's like it's. You know, it ain't over till it's over. And New York
we've
City
had
has
hopeful
elected
feelings before. And
also New York City has elected Republican mayors before in the relatively recent past. So like, it wasn't a sure
outside
thing.
The realm. Yeah. It wasn't outside the realm of possibility.
So it wasn't a shock that he won, but it's a relief that he won, and that he won. So like, he got a majority of the vote. It was a 3-way race, and he got over 50% of the vote. So he
not just a plurality, a majority.
Yeah, he got a majority of the vote. So I mean, he, you know, did great. And yeah, so whew. Thank God. Right.
So yeah, a lot to be glad about. And a lot of things that I'm seeing is people saying, okay, we still have work to do. And also, you know, you can see the result of doing the work. So,
and hopefully, I mean, again, like, New York City is not the rest of the country. I'm sure that, I mean, not everything Mamdani did would translate to every other place, but in general, his message, his vibe
resonated.
Yeah. The idea of, okay, pick one or two issues that are important to people, that are easy to understand, that are appealing to working class people and middle class people, that you do think you can actually do something about. Like with him, it was, you know, affordability, make the city livable for ordinary working people, you know, make public transportation
specific examples of things
affordable.
that he wants to do in order to do that.
Yeah. And then but then alongside that, he made those issues like the sort of the driving force of his campaign and said, this, if you want to know why you should vote for me, this is why.
This is it.
I'll make public, you'll be able to take public transportation. The city will be more affordable. I'm going to try to lower rent, like all this, that was his tentpole issue. But around that, he was inclusive. He was embracing of all people. A lot of people have made note, and I think it's really important. He didn't fucking throw trans people under the bus.
Nope.
He embraced the trans community. He welcomed the support of the trans community. He wasn't saying like, well, I believe in equal rights, but sometimes things are too woke, or any of this fucking bullshit that like centrist Democrats try to do, where they try to ride the fence and say, yeah, I want progressive stuff, but also Republicans are right that, trans people have gone too far and things are too woke and there's too much, no, he didn't do any of that shit. And he won massively.
Handily. Yeah.
Yeah. So
decisively. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a very good night and a very, like you said, a very heartening night.
Darth Eddie, I don't know about Georgia, but I know when I looked at my county and there was a map, we were not the darkest red. We weren't crimson, we were scarlet. And I was like, yeah. Now that may have just been, a trick of the, image buffering. So maybe it was wrong, but I was like, I was hopeful, so I want to go to, once we've had a little bit more time for them to get results in, I want to check it out on Ballotpedia and see if I can figure out what the percentages were. Yeah.
But yeah, it was nice. It was nice.
Yeah, I'm very, very pleased. So. So, I mean, it's only quarter after. Do we want to talk about anything else, or do we want to get started with it?
Ballotpedia is a thing, Arrow on Fire. Yes, indeed. No, she didn't just make that up.
Yeah.
How you gonna just make up Ballotpedia? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, somebody did, years ago, but somebody did make it up, but it wasn't me.
Yeah. But yeah, you wanna just
let's pull that sucker up.
Start the episode?
So yeah, pull up, the Lord Edgware Dies, wherever you got it, wherever you were looking at we were looking at it last week, and go to let me look at my copy. Where are we at here? Because I have it. There's a black screen, and so you're gonna scroll that little scroll bar to 52 minutes and 5 seconds.
You got it.
And then pause it there. Okay, so we're kind of in the middle-ish. And then Steve is going to say 3, 2, 1, play. And when Steve says play, we all click play at the same time. And we all watch it together. And occasionally, and we ticky-tack away in the chat. And occasionally, I will jibber-jabber over it.
You will.
I will. And I am not sorry.
And you'll probably miss something. Although this isn't not as big of a deal on Poirot weeks, because you've seen most of these before, or at least read the original story. So. 255 AD, was I at all worried that there wouldn't be real elections anymore? I mean, I don't want to say that the thought never occurred to me, but I mean,
we are not yet at the point where I am seriously worried about that. We are, however, past the point where I am taking some additional precautions. Like I got my passport in case they, we're saying you have to have something that shows your residency, and our driver's licenses do not guarantee resident or citizenship. Excuse me.
Citizenship, like a real ID. Yeah.
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 Like.
All right. Are we okay? We're ready. All right. Are you ready, Dana?
I'm so ready.
All right. 5205. I'm taking down the paused time code and getting ready to.
Oh wait, I forgot to say that. Yeah. If you get you have to restart or something, there's the time code. Just sync it up with us and get kind of close.
Indeed. All right. Starting from 5205. Here we go. Okay. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Kara. Buildings, and then you're into Poirot's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Bum bum bum.
Hastings is oblivious. He's very flexible. That's funny. Um, Liz, sort of. Caitlin, I get mixed up with that one, Caitlin. In the book, I feel like he did, you know, he arranged it so that she didn't have the jewel. She doesn't actually get caught and taken in. What about her? It's like, what the heck? What are you talking about? Have we seen the letter she wrote? Oh, wait, it was posted. Caitlin, I just remember him saying to her at the end, I hope that perhaps we shall see each other again. And she looks at him and smiles and says, and I do not. And she leaves. She's like, screw you. I had like millions of dollars. And now I don't.
Awkward. As you can see, it's written in an idiom of American English, for Americans is what we were and are. Skip ahead, Hastings.
Skip to the end.
Skip to the good part. P.S. God bless the USA.
La question. Oh, so sad. Alibi.
Alibi. Hi, Danielle. Thanks for being here.
Marjo, so many shoes.
Bonus
Bonus
Aries.
Aries. Ah! Dun, 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 dun.
Yoink. Action, Jap.
Oh.
Oh, nice job.
Dun dun dun.
Mr. I Love the Ants. I know. And wasn't that plane adorable? That cute little green plane? Oh no, what a thing to happen. Oh. He died like a Batman villain. Bum bum bum. Well, no mystery about this one, is there, Hastings? Liz, that was always Dirty Harry's philosophy.
I know. I love that one.
Caitlin, yes. Who is P? Pee Wee Herman, I think. Well, I guess I'm off to discover P.
No.
Well, I can't, but you're the best I got.
Either that or, you go there so that you're out of the way.
Maybe you'll at least get it wrong in a way that I can use to deduce the right answer. This is the worst penthouse forum letter Poirot has ever read.
Dun, 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 dun.
You're the Scottish guy. Oh, what a buzzkill, Jane. Jeez.
Illustrates the point. Kara, sorry. Classic cat hijinks indeed. Oh boy.
Oh, yeah. It's about time we busted out a big ass magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Well, that narrows it down.
American.
A one night stand, if you will. Mr. I Love the Ants, there's a Sherlock Holmes story where they figure in prominently too, and I had the same issue when I first read it. I was like, "What? How do you pronounce that?"
I want to talk about that later. Dun, dun, dun. Suspenseful music. Yeah, New Julius, we're all watching together. You can see up here where the time code is. We're watching Lord Edgware Dies. So we're getting close-ish to the end. And so you can pull up your copy and then
Just a moment, I've got to get murdered. You know, the killer has a technique that he likes, and It is only mostly your fault.
Probably before then when he was making faces, dude. Oh, I know. And there it is. Yep.
Oui, oui, oui.
C'est toi. Caitlin, no. No, she didn't recognize it. That's the key. Wait. Wait. I love this so much. At once. I made it. He's like, wait, what? I love that so much. He's like, you lied to me. It was a stupid lie. Now I punish you.
Sit down.
Oh, it's so much fun. Shush, shush.
I just did not like him very much.
He tried to fool me. Ha! He is the fool. Ron, we're watching the movie. The link's down there, and here's where we're at. Dun, dun, dun.
What is your favorite word?
Why do I think they all are? I love Miss Lemon too. Ah. Un peu étrange.
That's right, Caitlin. The perfect American accent. Azalea, I know, right? Not Sweet Jane. I'm actually totally on Jane's side, by the way. I think she should be allowed to kill whoever she wants.
Just because she's blonde. Don't let him talk too much.
Shut up, Hastings. That's all I need from you. Nobody expects a thing.
Hello, I've just come round to pop round and kill my husband. Meaner.
Just some cocaine. The war in Troy. You'll double-cross Hercule Poirot and you leave him alive.
So it's not that she doesn't remember it. It's that in the first place, when he told her about it, she already got the reference. And the second time she's like,
right.
What are you talking about? He's like, not the same person.
I love her stabbing outfit, though. She's like Carmen Sandiego.
See, Poirot, I was right. I did see her. Lucky, too. Another page.
Ah.
Uh-huh. She should have had the knife so she could make an even cut.
Yeah.
Ah.
So it's really the Catholic Church's fault.
It's not true. Is that true? No, it's not true. Haha, so it is true.
Oh, my wife is divorcing me.
Dodged a bullet, or a knife, as it were.
The end.
So yeah, lots of
That's a good
fun.
one. The solution to that one is maybe my favorite of the ones we've watched. The crime itself and just the way Poirot is able to figure it out is just
Yep.
really, really cleverly
There's a lot of
constructed.
luck involved. The whole her, first of all, as somebody mentioned, finding Carlotta. But I mean, actresses tend to be about the same size, like teeny tiny. So
Right.
that's not a big deal. Height is helpful. I think that they did mention about having lifts. But I mean that doesn't account for much. And then there were a couple. The letter is an incredibly lucky break that she was able to take out one page and adjust one other and then have it work. Yeah, but then of course, running into them bringing up the judgment of Paris and having just
Yeah.
mentioned the word fashion in the previous one, and she puts it together and it's clear she's like, oh, I don't know what they're talking about. Crap. And so yeah, a lot. They didn't include the bit. She says that she met a doctor who showed her, if you stab a person in this way, they'll bleed out in seconds internally. She's like, oh well, we might use that in a play. Make sure you show me exactly how it's done. So she had that. So, oh, it's so nice. Yeah, it's just so clever. And then the bit of the Duke of Merton being Catholic, and so the divorce, which was the whole thing that she didn't actually have a motive, but she did. Yeah,
It's a really good episode. And
really
like I
good.
said, just all the little details and
Yeah,
yeah.
it's really well crafted, just done and well acted too. They change her character a little bit, like they make her very cold and calculating at the end when she's like, "After all, I've enjoyed it, even getting
Yeah.
caught." And like I always read her as almost Barbie like just sort of not cold and cruel, but just like Daisy-ish, just completely like doesn't occur to her to care about other people. Just like,
Right.
after all, it's been rather fun. Why wouldn't it be? I'm the center of attention. Do you think they'll put me in Madame Tussauds? Because that is, I think that's the last. It's either do you think or I wonder if they'll put me in Madame Tussauds. Don't know about that. I hope they do. Oh, it'd be so nice to be remembered, be famous forever, and just do. Hope I don't. I don't actually ever intend to use them in real life. Let's. So, but yeah, I've always enjoyed that. Jane is one of my favorite characters, and there are several other really good Janes. Christie gives that name to some of her best characters.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Miss Marple, but
Indeed.
also Miss Marple's nephew's fiance, I think, is named Jane, and she is so much fun. Very much like this one, but also a little bit bubble-headed, but then also uses that to somewhat to her advantage. So yeah, lots of fun.
Yeah. And I mean, seriously, I think she should be allowed to kill whoever she wants.
Why is that?
I just like her is all.
Because she's a hottie?
Well, I mean, she's, you know, she's not a hottie. I just dig her whole vibe. Let her kill people. And it's not like, I mean, the guy had it coming anyway. Lord Edgware was a prick. So, you know.
He was an ass. Yep.
And the other, you know, the lady she killed had a terrible American accent. And the Scottish guy, okay, maybe he didn't have it coming, but he was trying to be a playwright, so that wasn't going to work. He was probably going to starve to death eventually anyway.
You know, she just saved him a lot of, you know, discomfort.
Hey, he'll never have to, you know, read another rejection letter. He'll never have to debase himself to get funding for one of his plays. Like I've got a thing for trench coats.
and the fedora.
Yes, and the fedora, yeah.
Yes, Caitlin, so because he's Catholic, so he would not have been able to marry her, and the marriage would not have been recognized by the Catholic. Right, if she was divorced, the marriage would not be recognized by the Catholic Church. So.
Right. So if you care about that sort of thing, if you care
not so much the laws as the policy of the church.
Right. Yeah, they could get like a civil marriage.
Mm-hmm.
But then the Pope would be like,
you know,
nuh-uh.
Yeah, they could go to they could go to the Church of England. Church of England was fine with that. That's the whole point of the
That's
Church
the
of
whole that's the founding premise.
Yeah.
That's Henry VIII was like, we'll see about this shit. And he started his own church.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Your mother could have gotten an annulment because of the agreement about your kid's education. That's really interesting. So yeah, I don't know what all the ins and outs of annulment were. So, yeah.
Well, she chose murder, so you know.
Own your choices, and she did.
Good for her. Good, exactly. Good for her, and I hope she gets out of prison, and I hope she kills again.
No, I think she hangs.
Well, God damn it, Dana.
Mr. I Love the Ants. That was not. I mean, that didn't have anything to do with it. It didn't have anything to do with money for her. Yeah. So. Oh yeah, I was talking about that with our principal came to talk to me about something, and as it came up, I said, I forget who I was talking about. You know, I talked about, you know, the importance of integrity. I basically was talking about things that I say, and you know, he said that he just wanted he was asking me to. He asked me. He said, I'd like to ask you not to film things at school. I said, well, let me go over this with you. When I film something that, you know, I'm going to use for a lesson, I film it here at school, so it has that context. If I'm doing a book review or something like that, I'll film it at home. He's like, okay, that makes sense. It seems reasonable. So I said, you know,
there you go.
Anything that I say, like, I think almost, you know, categorically, I think about what I'm going to say and make sure that I stand by it, unless I get new information or whatever, and I change my mind, and then I own, you know, I own my choices, and that's one of the reasons I like Jane. She's like, "Yep, I did it, and I meant it, and I'm not sorry."
That's right.
Good for her.
Good for her.
Yep.
Poirot reluctantly. I'm glad you're enjoying it more, Azalea.
Yay! And this is definitely one to enjoy.
Yeah, this was a good one. Kirok next week is Deep Space Nine. Next week is we're starting another a 2 week. Now, well, before we talk about next week, did you want to do Wordmaster?
Let's go for it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's do Wordmaster, and then to pull that up. So Wordmaster works in that Steve's going to pull that sucker up. Y'all are going to see it. I will not. It is Wordle with the serial numbers filed off, and bonus, it's not a daily. So even if you've done today's Wordle, you're welcome to join in, play with us, put your guesses in the chat, and we will work together on this. I do not actually see the screen. I just sort of try to remember which letters are supposedly go where, and we chit chat about it, and then we make our guesses, and hopefully we win, and we all win together. Team us.
Yay. Teamwork makes the dream work. So we begin with our typical starter word.
Let's go for it. Heart. H-E-A-R-T.
Okay, well, we got a pretty good start this time. We know that the A is the third letter. The A is in the right place, and there is a T, but the T is in the wrong place. So no H, no E, no R, but A is the third letter, and there's a T in there somewhere, but not in the right place.
So it could be except isn't train because no R.
No R.
So we could move the T and the A and the I. It could be Twain.
It could be Twain.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's go ahead.
Would you like to twy Twain, or do you want to?
Try lions just to see if we get anything else.
Lions, our secondary starter word. Okay, this is good. There is an O, but obviously not in that place because we know that's where the A goes.
Right.
And S is the last letter.
Okay.
So now we're getting somewhere.
Could be boats or moats.
It could be boats or moats. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Jen, now it's definitely not Twain.
No. Togs, says Caitlin.
Oh my.
Did you ever play Battle Togs? That is such a hard game.
I have never played it. It could be goats.
It could be. Okay, so it could be
boats, goats. I think we're going to have to do OA. I think the T goes there.
Well, we have 4 guesses left. Do you want to just try one, or do you want to try?
No, hang on. I'd like to put some of them, but we have like 3 good. Do we have others? Let's try. Is there something that we can get?
Coats.
Oh man.
Could be coats. Yeah, Cara, I was just ahead of you there. It could be coats. Well, we could try one of the oats words and just see if that's right. If we're on the right track.
No, let's try combs. COMBS, because that gets us a C and the M and the B.
Good idea. Good idea. Combs. Let's try that.
And everybody said, let's go for boats, and then boats, and then I'm just like,
you know what? I think it's got to be boats because
there's a B.
O is the second letter, and there is a B, so it's got to be.
Okay,
boats.
It's got to be boats. Yep. Because it's not going to be Tobes.
Nope, it's boats.
Yes, go us. Well, y'all were right. We could have gotten it one guess sooner if I'd just gone with you and I didn't.
Well, we still got it. No need for apologies. We got it.
Yeah, we got it. But yeah, I like doing that, like using different permutations to try and to logic it out. So go us.
It's a very systematic approach.
Yeah, it is. It's logical, like me. All right, so
usually.
Accurate.
So usually. So. Oh boy! Oh, did you see? Oh, you could have seen your face. Okay, yes. So next week we're watching Deep Space Nine.
Interrupting me.
Go ahead.
Are you done?
I'm done. I was going to talk about next week, but go ahead.
Before then, let's not forget that yes, we'll be back next week. But before then, on Friday, this channel, same time, there's Ask Away, 6 p.m. I will not be here. I'll be there probably, or there, depending on how
you'll be in the chat.
I'll be in the chat. Because I'm not important enough. Actually, and also it's just not my channel. So anyway, Steve is going to be answering questions from patrons and members for the first however long it takes. Because remember, only 500 characters these days. And then after that, we'll all watch a Stuffy short and we'll hang out in the chat. And then Steve will answer questions and chit chat with us in the chat. And if you are a patron or a member, you too can send in a question and tell Steve what you could write the script. Write the script. It just has to be 500 characters or less. And yeah. Also, I don't think you get any formatting options because it's a Google form. So if you are not already a patron or a member, you can click, there's a little button down here someplace that says join. You can do that, or you can go to patreon.com/Steve Shives and join as a patron there and support the channel either way. But then in addition, next week, same time, we're going to be back to DS9 again. And what are we going to be watching, Steve?
We are watching the Deep Space Nine episode,
Dun,
Honor
dun, dun.
Among Thieves.
No. All right.
Honor among thieves.
Isn't that the name of the Dungeons and Dragons movie?
I believe so, but I can't say for certain because I did not watch it.
I did. It's fun. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. Anyway, but we'll be watching the DS9 episode, not the Dungeons and Dragons movie. For now.
Oh, I mean, if it's a live stream with me in it, we're never watching the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Not even if I asked really nicely on Friday sometime.
No, we're not going to waste a Friday night movie stream on the fucking Dungeons and Dragons movie.
If you have not yet,
I watched the fucking Double Dragon movie before I watched Dungeons and Dragons.
If you haven't yet sent in your patron remember question, I know what you should ask. I know what I'm going to ask this week. But yes, please join us next week for watching Deep Space Nine. And also don't forget to look in the description where we have some links to organizations that we support, as well as charitylinks.page, which is a list of Ko-Fis and GoFundMes and such from friends and associates of ours that is maintained for people who could use some financial assistance. And so if you have the opportunity to help people out, helping people is great.
It sure is.
And yes, of course, as Caitlin says, don't forget to give the stream a like. Hopefully you have had some fun here, because I sure have.
So
hey, murder!
Yay, murder! Yay, completely justified murder.
Kara,
by people who should be allowed to do it. Don't stop trying to influence people. Ask me about The Great Gatsby, everybody. Ask me about something awesome that I like talking about. Or professional wrestling. I'm always up to talk about professional wrestling.
Very true. Very true. Or baseball. He also likes
baseball. Or baseball. David C. Drake.
I'm telling you. It is fun.
Listen to me. I will follow Chris Pine only so far. Okay.
He's so good in it. He is so good in it.
There's a point at which I will say, you know what, Chris, you just go ahead, buddy. You just go ahead.
Him with the loot. Come on, guys. You remember that with the scene with the loot?
No. Don't.
I'm telling you.
I'm not. If seeing movies like that will only encourage them to keep making them.
Mr.
Liz Hill, professional wrestling, and The Great Gatsby. Yeah, well, let's try to marry them somehow.
So who would win in a wrestling match between Nick and Gatsby?
Wow, you just came right out with that, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's actually really.
I knew not to put Tom in there because he's Mr. Sports Ball.
That's true.
Both.
Tom would kill them both.
Nick versus Gatsby.
And obviously, so it's like a shoot match. It's not like a worked professional wrestling match. It's like they're actually.
If it was
grappling.
if they were actually.
That's really because they're both soldiers. They both served in the war.
Yep.
But I don't think Nick gives us too many details about the nature of his service, whereas we know that Gatsby was like a fucking war hero. So I feel like Gatsby might have the edge.
Well, also, let's imagine that Daisy's in the audience. Gatsby wins.
Oh, Gatsby wins. Oh, he would. You know what he would say?
Impress the girl.
They would lock up. Gatsby would whisper to him, "Nothing personal, old sport," and then he would beat the fuck out of him.
Yes, I agree. We need to work that into the last the chapter 9 video summary. We need to work that in somehow.
Yeah.
Remind me to ask that question. I love that answer too. Nothing personal, old sport.
No, that's what Gatsby would do because he likes Nick. Nick's his buddy, but it's like I'm gonna impress the girl, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah.
And Nick afterwards is like, "It's okay. I understand."
And he's like coughing up blood. It's okay. You should have given up a lot more quickly than that, old sport.
No, I had to make you look good. Had to sell it.
I had to make you look good. I had to put up a fight, man. I couldn't just go down like that.
All right. I'm going to get out of here. Thanks,
yes,
everybody.
We are out of here.
Don't forget to, help people out, but also get involved in your community.
Yes.
Vote when you have the opportunity. Find out when your next election is and make a plan now to go and vote. It makes a difference.
Very important. As we saw yesterday, it makes a difference. It's very important.
Woo-hoo!
All right. I will see you Friday, and Dana and I will both see you next week. So take care, everybody.
Good night.